Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite topics, and that's cryptocurrency. It's something that I started getting into 2016 when a bunch of my clients started investing in Bitcoin, and they made a lot of money. And they're like, Lorenzo, you need to learn about this because I want to make sure I'm doing this the right way. I'm filing my taxes, and I got a lot of friends who are in the same situation as me who can also give you business. So I said, all right, I'm going to start reading up on crypto taxes and get an understanding of what it takes to file this appropriately. So, in layman's terms, it's really simple. However, to get to the simple answer, it gets pretty complicated. And so I'm going to give an analogy here just as a basis for anyone out there who's just kind of on the ground level of crypto taxes and where to start. I look at it as like, yeah, it's like investing in stocks, right? You have capital gains. Pretty easy. But let's talk about really how to get to there. When I invest on my TD Ameritrade, at the end of the year they give me a form and I just give it to my accountant. It's called 1099. It shows what you bought it, what you sold it at, the gain. If there's a wash sale, is it short term, is it long term? They answer all these questions. The issue with crypto is that 1099 isn't generated for you. You have to generate it yourself, which can get very complicated. Fortunately, there's a lot of softwares out there that have been coming out to help you generate that document on your own. But there's another layer, and full disclosure on what disclosures we can put on here. As a CPA, anything I say here, consult with your professional tax advisor or your CPA or your accountant with anything being discussed here, because everything needs to be individualistically related to you. So we can talk very general on this channel and give you advice and whatnot, or on examples, but it ultimately needs to apply to you, because sometimes what's best for one person might not be best for the other. So definitely consult with your tax advisor, your CPA, on any of the stuff that we're talking about today. And if you need help, this is what we're here and doing this business for. So go to the website and fill out a contact form, and we'll be more than happy to help you out. So this 1099, that's where we got to get to. I love Zen Ledger. It's one of the people that I've been working with since back in 2016 when I got started in this. And really simply, you connect your accounts to Zen Ledger. And what they do is they extract all that information, all those transactions, all the times you swapped Ethereum for Bitcoin and Bitcoin for ADA, or you went and you bought BNB and got into some altcoin project. We need to extract all that information and put it into one place. So your Coinbase, your KuCoin, your Trust wallet, your SafePal wallet, your Ethereum that you bought an NFT with, your Exodus wallet that you sent money for offshore gambling, whatever you're into, all that information needs to come into one place. That's my visual diagram for you. Once it's in that one place, then we can start doing the simple tax rules that we do with stocks, and that's determining a capital gain. If you made money, you lost money. Is it long term? Is it long term or is it short term? This is what needs to be done before we get there. Let's say we do all that. What's the next step? If you made $50,000, there are strategies to reduce that. It's not like you have to pay that money, but that is individualistic. That is tailored to you, and that's what we do our crypto tax consultations for, is to understand your previous tax history, where you're trying to go, how much you've done, and that's the beauty of working with a CPA and not just going to H&R Block and getting your taxes done and then you walk out and we'll see you next year. That's the part of planning, because if you put a good plan in place, you can save a lot of money. And it also, like I said, it's individualistic. Like, do you have real estate? That it plays a factor in the strategies that I implement with people who invest in crypto. Do you have a trust? These are more complicated strategies, but it's not something that may not happen for you today. But you have a family, you start having kids, you start buying property, maybe 10 years down the road, 5 years down the road, even 15, 20 years down the road. The more you know, the less you owe. And that's one of the biggest mindsets I like to develop with my clients, is to learn about it. It may not apply with you today, but learn about it, because the more you know, the less you owe. So that's the basics 101 of crypto. We need to gather all that information, put it into one place. Once we have it in one place, you get a tax document. Like I said, I like to use Zen Ledger. There's plenty of other tax softwares, but they put together a tax form that literally attaches to your tax return. And that's your capital gains. That's like your 1099 that you get from TD Ameritrade or Robinhood or whatever broker you use. And that's really the simplest I can put it. Any more than that, like I said, we do offer our crypto tax consultations. Please click the link below, and we're more than happy to help you out. All right, because our goal, Lorenzo CPA, is to help people. Love working with people. I would love to work with you and find ways to save money for you and your family. Talk soon.